My throat is very sore today, but I don't care. I had to get out of my bed and I had to rant about the state of this movie that I saw yesterday. Madam Web, aka my most anticipated movie of the year, released on Valentine's Day yesterday. I went and saw it on my own, and guess what? It was absolutely abysmal.
What? What?
For me, this is the worst movie of the year so far. And I'm even going to say this now. Listen to these words that are going to come out of my mouth right now. Morbius is officially not the worst movie in this Sony Spider-Man-less Spider-Man universe.
You what?
You heard me. You heard me. Madam Web is worse. Let me get my only compliment out of the way now. Sydney Sweeney's in it. She plays the only marginally likeable character, and her and the guy who plays the villain look like the only actors who were trying in the film. That's all the compliments out of the way right there. This is honestly one of the most soulless, rushed pieces of corporate filmmaking I've ever seen. There was no effort put into it. It just seemed like the editors and all the people who were involved in this movie were filming this movie or creating it with blindfolds on. No effort at all. It is just a product, not a movie, not a story or anything like that. It is just a product. The story is rushed, bland, uninteresting. Parts that could have been interesting, because there is some parts in there that could be interesting, are just thrown out the window. They do nothing with these interesting elements. The characters are incredibly boring and also just really unlikable. Like Cassie Webb and two of the three girls, apart from Sydney Sweeney's, they're knobs. They're just really unlikable for no reason. And also, Cassie Webb is so dumb. Her job in the real world is a paramedic. So her job is meant to be saving people and keeping them calm. And yet, when she's saving these people, she's a right asshole. So what's going on here? She's terrible at her job in that case. The villain is the most evil guy ever. he has they try and give him some sense of backstory in like one or two lines, and that's it. And he has a goal, which is clear, but there's nothing under the surface. It's the most bland, generic villain ever. But what doesn't help these characters is the dialogue. Wow, 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 the dialogue. It's either the most cliche lines you can ever hear, or it's just the most unnatural lines ever. Like, no one would say these things. It's either like a few pieces of sentences were just strung together to make this long ass line when there should be spaces in between. It felt so weird. And also, they had the goal to change the great power comes great responsibility line. Our worst fears were true, guys. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, our Amazon, whatever, a mother in the Amazon forest line, that's not in here, unfortunately, sadly. The only thing that we could have laughed at is sadly not in here. And the movie, on a technical level, is abysmal. ADR, one of the simplest things you need to get right in a big budget movie. They messed this up so poorly. It's mainly with the villain, but it happens with the other actors as well. They're moving their lips, or they're not moving their lips at all, and then you hear their characters saying lines. It's so lazy. The film is just shot and directed in the most generic way possible. I guess there was like one shot I liked. It was in the trailer where they're fighting and they go onto the roof and it spins upside down. That's like the only cool shot, I guess. But apart from that, it was just all lazy. And the editing. They cut out so much in this film, obviously. But they also fail at the basics. Also, when they're showcasing Madam Web's powers, honestly, I nearly got a frigging migraine from that editing. It's just like flashy images and everything, and like jittery all over the place like that. And oh my word, and then things are coming at the screen towards you, and it's it, it's annoying. It's so annoying. And also continuity's out the window. I'll give you an example here. There's a bit where Madam Web and the villain are fighting on this rooftop, and in the same motion, I think it was something like the villain's like doing like that, and it's like a faraway shot. And then they cut to a close up of when he's going for it. He has his mask on in the first shot. The next shot is just gone. It's just gone. There's nothing in him. Where's it gone? It's disappeared. It's so lazy. The CGI is abysmal. The spider that we keep seeing, there's green screen assets on YouTube that look 10 times better than what they had in that movie. Whenever Cassie's in her weird trance, or whenever the villain's like crawling on the wall or the ceiling, it looks so fake. It was terrible. And finally, the acting. It's so clear none of the actors here really gave a crap. Dakota Johnson, she has proven she can pull off great performances. Despite what you see her in 50 Shades and this and other bad movies, she has proven herself to be a really good actress. But she obviously would rather be doing anything else than be in this movie. Isabella Merced and Celeste O'Connor, again, two really good actresses. Look like they'd rather be doing anything else as well. As I said earlier, I think it's Tahar Rahim, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, and Sydney Sweeney, the only actors that looked like they were at least trying to give something, and looked like they were trying to get out of this movie unscathed. And they probably played like the two better characters. I don't know, there's just hardly anything good to say about it. Oh, actually, one more thing I've just remembered, actually. Marketing. Remember how Morbius like planted in all those seeds of Spider-Man, and then they just weren't in the movie? Well, Madam Web has a case of fake marketing as well. Remember all those shots where you see Sydney Sweeney and the other actresses in their suits and everything? I know we saw that like promo photo of Dakota Johnson in her suit as well. The suits are in this for like 20 seconds. A bit at the start and then a bit at the end. Madam Web doesn't even come into like a scene at the end, like a 5-second shot. It's such a case of fake marketing. Like, the only thing I was excited for was to see Sydney Sweeney in a Spider-Woman costume. Sony, it's Valentine's Day. I'm lonely. I'm having to deal with dipshits in the cinema. I'll talk about them in a second. You could at least give me something. I said dipshits. I don't like swearing on this show. I don't like swearing in general. There's no other word to call these people. Literally, a row in front of me, these like 6 or 7 lads, near enough around my age, I think like variation in age, were a nuisance. They couldn't sit still. They kept throwing popcorn at each other. Literally, full boxes of popcorn throwing them at them. And when I go up to leave, there was popcorn all over their row on the stairs. It was so bad that I even apologised to the cleaners of the cinema. You not know, like, it's not even my fault, and I still really felt like I needed to apologise to them. Thankfully, people did tell them off, and some cinema staff did tell them to calm down. And, like, I don't know, for the majority of the movie, they weren't that distracting. But I don't get it. Why can't these people shut up, sit down, and enjoy the movie? Even if you don't like the movie, just take it in or leave. Simple as what? Why are you going up all the time, like every 2 seconds? Sit down. So overall, Madam Web is a trash experience. I saw it in a trash cinema with trash people, with trash everything about that experience. It's another soulless cash grab. That's not even going to make money. Why is Sony making these? They don't make money. They don't do it. It's terrible. No one wants these crap movies. Give the rights back to Marvel. Now. Make Beyond the Spider-Verse. You can make that. But give the rights back to Marvel. Because they at least know what they're doing. Even if they're in freefall, they understand the character. And understand that if they piss the fans off, then they're in trouble. So there you are. Madam Web. Do not go and see this movie. Save your money right now. Take your partner out for a nice dinner, or have a nice hangout or something else, or go watch a different movie. Just don't support this piece of garbage. I've never had a more mental breakdown on this channel than I have here. But honestly, even though I knew this movie was going to be bad, I'm still shocked by the quality of it. So Madam Web is going to get a 0.5 out of 10. Sydney Sweeney and Tahir Rahim, I'm sorry if I said that name wrong. You're the only two people that I could say tried.
Just stop. Just stop it. Stop. No. Just stop it.
And guys, that is it for the end of this review. I say review, it was more rant. But can you blame me, honestly? What a terrible experience Madam Web is. Again, please, I'm begging you, don't support this movie. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have seen this pile of crap, let me know your thoughts of it in the comments. Did you actually enjoy it? If you did, that's fine. Let me know in the comments. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.